3 kilometers to go on today's stage. We're going to see the attacks unleashed at some point. Rigoberto Urán moves up for Team Sky.
I saw Nicholas Roach as well, handily placed there in the green points jersey.
It's Juan Antonio Flecha now who goes on the attack for Vacansoleil. Roach decided not to have a rest after the Tour de France and he went to altitude and it paid dividends. But here he goes, the man who we love to see going on the attack. Juan Antonio Flecha has now pushed himself off the front of the group.
And nobody's one rider there just coming up. It just looks like the peloton's just lost a bit of interest at the moment and easing back of the pace.
It's Santa Romita, the Italian champion, who is trying now to come across to the wheel of Juan Antonio Flecha. And Arroyo's having a few problems at the back of the group. He's the one who is getting all the treatment. But let's concentrate on the front because we're 2.5 kilometers from the finish. The helicopter shot showing that one of the BMC riders has gone to the front. This is David Arroyo. We don't need to worry about him, do we? He's not going to win today's stage. Santa Romita now puts in a massive injection of pace. The Italian champion is going for glory for BMC.
Yeah, it's not exactly Fletcher's type of finish really, but he had a go, but Santa Marita came across to him very quickly and had a little bit of a breather, and he's gone straight on the attack.
This man is 36 seconds down on the general classification, and I think I'm right in saying he's been signed by Orica Green Edge for next season, so he is now really putting in a massive turn of pace. 2 kilometers to go. And the rest of the riders who wanted to win this stage are being left behind. Well, the Spanish director is intent on showing us the trials and tribulations of David Arroyo, but let's worry more about the Italian because he's looking absolutely superb. Turning the gear over, looking good, mouth wide open as he sucks in the oxygen to try and win today's stage.
Well, we haven't got an idea of the gap at the moment, but he's certainly giving it everything. Had a quick look over his shoulder, 7 seconds as we're just seeing now.
Full beans as he really pedals fast up this climb. Santa Romita, the Italian champion in the tricolour of the green, white and red, as he continues with this effort. Has he got enough? The shoulders are rocking a little bit. He's a slight rider, he's a good hill climber, and Santa Romita definitely wants this stage. He goes right now. Is there going to be a counter-attack? It looks to me like NetApp Enduro represented at the front of this race. 9 seconds now is the advantage of Santa Romita to the chasers. Who is going to be able to come back? Is anyone going to come back? In the polka dot jersey today. And looks like number 5 is Harada of Movistar, who is trying to close the gap. On the wheel is the Lampre rider, and that's Stortoni as he looks around, but I think Santa Romita has timed this perfectly. The Italian champion is just riding away from the rest of this peloton. This is a massive effort to go with 4 kilometers to go and ride all the way to the top.
It is a great effort, but it's a 1.2 kilometers on a climb like this, though, all the way to the finish is an awful long way, and it's still going to be touch and go whether he can get all the way to the line.
So one rider now, Chris Horner, goes on the attack. Horner is in a massive gear, 1 kilometer to go to the top of this climb, and Horner is going for time and the time bonus. Can he now take the jersey? Look at the speed of Horner as he tries to get himself across to Santa Romita. It looks like Rigoberto Urán is also there on the wheel of one of the NetApp Enduro riders, which is Huzarski. Valverde in the white jersey, they're nullifying the attacks. Nibali also near the front. Can Chris Horner now race into the jersey? Horner goes on the attack, he catches Santa Romita, the man who is 41 years of age, the American now piling on the pressure on a huge gear. He said he wanted the red jersey yesterday, he didn't take it, but Chris Horner is recovering from injury and he now has 500 meters to go.
Oh, and a fantastic attack attack by Horner, really. I mean, at first he sort of just burst out of the peloton and has gone straight past Santa Romita. It's a fantastic attack. Even now, it still doesn't look like he's really flat out, but it's obviously opening a gap. I think he's going to take some catching.
He is going to take some catching. Chris Horner, he's a slight rider. He has that unique style where the left-hand heel is slightly turned out, as you can see. He rides a big bike, doesn't he? Horner now racing up towards the finish. He has the handlebars higher than anyone. 4.5 hours of racing. He is 4th overall. He's 10 seconds down on the general classification. Is Chris Horner going to ride himself into the leader's jersey of the Vuelta a España? It's 1 day later than he predicted. At 41 years of age, Chris Horner takes a glance around. There's nobody there. He takes the stage victory. Stage 3 of the Vuelta to Horner. Valverde in 2nd place. Where is Nibali? He crosses the line now in the red jersey. He will lose that tonight. It will pass to the shoulders of Chris Horner. Nicholas Roach was also up there as well. It has been a tremendous performance by Horner.
Fantastic. I mean, Valverde again is sort of like won the sprint of the favourites yet again, as he did yesterday, but the stage winners eluded him. Fantastic ride by Chris Horner. What a day for him. He's been talking about it for since the team time trial.
And lurking as he was, just a 10-second stage win bonus behind the red jersey this morning, he was always favourite to relieve Vincenzo Nibali of it. Alejandro Valverde and Joaquin Rodriguez picked up 6 and 4 second bonuses for 2nd and 3rd. Rigoberto Urán was 4th, Dan Martin 5th. Bauke Mollema's 6th was a victory in itself, given the work he had to do just to get back into the main field on the run-in. Now, 3 seconds behind that little group was another containing Nicholas Roach, Ivan Basso and Vincenzo Nibali, with Sergio Henao and Samuel Sanchez another 7 seconds back. And although Nibali wouldn't want to concede seconds to his rivals, he was happy to give away enough time to lose the race lead.
Ma per me è abbastanza tranquilla, sono rimasto sempre a ruota e questo strappo finale non sono adatti a me, è normale. Sono degli strappi per gente molto potente come Valverde, così. Horner ha anticipato in un momento giusto e va bene così.
Non hai più il peso della maglia.
Ma non ce l'avevo nemmeno prima, sono tranquillo.
Now, when people talk about your age in anything less than whole years, you're either still at nursery school or knocking on a bit. Chris Horner, at 41 years, 307 days, is the oldest Grand Tour stage winner in history. Although had Fabian Cancellara not come to the front and slowed things down on that dangerous bridge crossing, he and several other riders might have been history.
Fabian, quite a complicated stage that with the wind and the bridge and people on the wrong side.
And the car in the middle and a lot of things today. I mean, especially when you see the results, that one of the oldest men in this bunch of cycling won Vuelta stage after a big injury, and he deserved it more than that, I think.
So here's the top of the standings after stage 3. Chris Horner leads the Vuelta by 6 seconds from Vincenzo Nibali and 14 from Nicholas Roach. Horner's teammates Aimar Zubeldia and Robert Kieselowski are 4th and 5th. Alejandro Valverde is up to 6th, ahead of Rigoberto Urán and Rafał Majka. Roman Kreuziger is 45 seconds behind in 10th, Bauke Mollema at 52 seconds, and Joaquin Rodriguez 56 off the race lead, 50 behind Nibali, so he's nicked 9 seconds